Alright, what about the favorite properties in MoneyGiant? What's so special about them? Well, first of all, in real estate, there are certain properties that you invest in that turn out to be a jewel of a property. They're easy to maintain and they bring you the greatest amount of return on your investment. And it's kind of like a similar idea in the game, except the way it works in the game is that the favorites happen to be linked together, and that's how you're going to get the greater value on your investment. And so first of all, there are 5 favorite properties in the game. We have on Easy Street, we have Hudson Falls and Bear Mountain. On Memorial Lane, we have Beverly Hills, and Divorce Alley, we have New Rochelle, and on Giant Circle, you have Pacific Heights. So you have 5 favorite properties. Now, the way it works is that the favorites are linked together. So therefore, let's assume that I come around the board, and I'm still married. I come around the board, and I land on one of my favorite properties. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is I get an automatic property value increase for Bear Mountain. I just landed on it, and that would put me on the 3rd row. But because I also own Beverly Hills, I get to increase Beverly Hills as well. So I increase both of them because they are favorite properties. And so you can already see the advantages of owning the favorites. It gives you a greater chance of winning the game. Alright, so at the same time, let me go back over here. Now let's assume that John, John comes around the board and he lands on my favorite property. And so I'm going to tell John that the rent right now on the property that he just landed on is $2,500, but he also owes me rent for Beverly Hills because I own Beverly Hills also, and it is a favorite property. And so that's one advantage of owning the properties here, the favorite properties. So just to be sure, I would, another thing you want to do is when you own, for example, maybe 3, 4 favorites, you want to make sure that every time you get a value increase, maybe you want to add up the rent. You can do it in your head or maybe have a calculator handy, just so you know exactly how much money the person will have to give you if they land on your property. Okay, and that's basically it for the favorite properties. Just to recap, they're linked together so that you get, when you increase one, the other ones also increase. And if somebody lands on just one, they also owe you rent for the other favorites that you own. And one final thing is that if you land on, or if a player, anyone, they land on the lucky card circle, and then they pick up a lucky card, you have some cards in here that's going to direct you to a favorite property. It'll say something like run the favorites. And that favorite, if that favorite happens to be one of the properties that you own, then again, it's like they're landing on that property, so they would pay you rent for each one of the favorites that you do own. Okay, and that's basically it for the favorite properties. So you want to make sure that you pick up a couple of favorites early in the game before they're all gone. Alright, I'll see you next time.